What's going on, guys? Welcome back, Leo Patzo Productions. Thank you very much for tuning in. In today's video, we're going to be having a closer look at this brand new 4K wireless live streaming camera made by Aicoco. This is the OnAir. So guys, welcome back. Hopefully all of you guys are doing all right. This is the OnAir by Aicoco. This camera has a bunch of cool specs and features. For an example, we're going to be able to live stream from this camera directly by being able to connect to the app and connecting to our hotspot or our Wi-Fi. For an example, anywhere we are, we're going to be able to use that internet connection from our mobile phone and live stream not only to one social media platform, but multi social media platforms all at the same time. Right over here between the mobile app of the Aicoco and along over here with this 4K camera. Again, 4K 30 frames per second. We do have the option as far as the codec from H.264 and along with H.265. We do also have the HD resolution, which is going to allow us to film up to 60 frames per second and along with the 30 frames per second. And if you need to, it does also have 720p as well. So not only can we use this camera for live streaming, but we can also use this camera connected to our PC as a webcam, which is fantastic because now we have a 4K webcam. It does also have internal microphone, so if you want to just kind of plug and play to your PC, OBS or live streaming, Zoom meetings, Vmix, whatever it is, you're going to be able to do that right here from the Aicoco OnAir camera. Not only are we going to be able to live stream, not only are we going to be able to use this as a webcam, we can actually just use it as a simple video recorder, a camera, because we do have an internal micro SD card that's going to allow us to record 4K, 1080p, HD, whatever it is setting you want to use. We can record internally right to the micro SD card. So this camera obviously does have a battery, which is a 3400 milliamp hour battery. And one awesome feature about the battery life and being able to power it is that we can actually be recording, we can be live streaming, and if we need to hot swap the batteries, we can do that because it does have an internal battery which is only going to last for a few minutes, but that's all we really need is maybe 30 seconds or so. For an example, let's say if the unit is on right now, the camera's on, I'm live streaming or I'm using it for an example to record a video, I can just go ahead and simply remove the battery, take the new battery that's freshly charged and plug it in, and my live stream or my video recording is not going to be interrupted. So not only are we going to be able to live stream, we can actually be recording to the micro SD card at the exact same time. So right here, we have a built-in screen. I don't remember the exact dimensions, but just looking at it over here, I'm actually pretty good with dimensions. I'm going to say it's about 1.5 to 2 inches wide by about 3 inches tall or so. Okay, and again, we do have the 9:16 aspect ratio, or we can go ahead and record at the 16:9 aspect ratio, and we can adjust that within the menu settings. So you can go ahead and film some Instagram reels or some social media vertical videos or some horizontal videos for whatever kind of platform you're going to be recording or even live streaming to. As you guys can see, we do have this tripod over here. This tripod is not included with the kit. It's just a small little mini tripod. And not only do I have this tripod over here, I've also connected this little swivel mount that's basically used usually for like a monitor. And why did I do that? Because I wanted to be able to tilt and move around and position the OnAir camera in any kind of position that I wanted to, and just kind of stand it up to whatever kind of position I wanted to and just angle it to the way that I want. So I really feel that that's a nice additional feature that we can go ahead and add those accessories because we do have 1/4-20 mount at the side of the OnAir camera and along with the bottom of it. So that is fantastic. As you guys can see, this is my vertical setup, but I can go ahead and simply just unscrew this here at the bottom, my little monitor mount and tripod, and I can go ahead and screw it here at the side of the camera, and now I can film some horizontal videos just like so. We got a nice, fast, quick and easy setup for both types of filming styles. So just briefly continuing to talk about the screen that we have over here that we can go ahead and monitor ourselves when we are actually filming in selfie mode. Again, you can see that the camera lens is facing me right now, and I can see the monitor, the screen, which is going to be showing me. Fantastic, nice little setup. I will like to mention that the screen brightness is adjustable, so within the menu you can adjust the brightness of the screen, and again, I'm sure that's going to kind of have some effect on your battery life. So in regards to the battery life, how long is this battery going to last? It's going to last, if you are filming in the 720p resolution, it's going to last approximately 4.5 hours. If you're going to be filming in the 1080p or the 4K resolution, it's going to last approximately 2.5 hours. Now that we talked about battery life and briefly talked about the screen, I wanted to share with you guys this next awesome feature, which I think you guys are definitely going to like, because I know I do. So as we were just briefly talking about the selfie mode, as you guys see, the camera lens is facing me right now, but check this out. I don't want to film me right now. I want to film you guys. So what am I going to do? Go ahead and turn around the camera lens just like that. So here I have the screen still facing me as the camera operator, and now I can film you guys, I can film the scenery, I can film whatever I want. So that's pretty much like a 2-in-1 as far as the camera lens. It just swivels like this, 180 degrees facing me, or go ahead, turn it around and facing you. I think that is fantastic. I really do enjoy that. Just like that, you don't need to stop your recording or anything. You can just continue recording, flip around the camera depending on what you want to film. So to continue getting a little bit more familiar with the on-air camera, right over here at the side of it towards the bottom, we do have this little flap that we can go ahead and open up, and that's going to expose the USB-C connection, which is going to allow us to charge the camera either while we're using it or when it's powered off. And we can also use this USB-C connection to plug it into our PC. That's going to allow us to use this camera as a webcam. If we look over here to the other side towards the bottom, we have this other additional flap. If we go ahead and remove that, we do have a microphone input. So we have a 3.5mm auxiliary cable microphone input jack, which is going to allow us to obviously connect an external microphone if you want to. This does have two microphones. It does have a front microphone and a back microphone, and we can adjust those settings within the menu settings. So for an example, if I'm going to be doing some kind of like selfie vlogging type of style, I'm going to want to set it to the front microphone. And if I want to basically capture maybe someone else on that end that I'm going to be filming, for an example, if I'm going to be filming you, I probably want to go ahead and set it to the back microphone so I can pick up your audio. But guess what? They do also have another option, which is the Omni microphone setting, which is going to allow the front microphone and the back microphone to work simultaneously together. So we do have basically 4 microphone settings: front mic, back mic, both mics front and back, or external microphone. But more so, what I feel from my test, using the external mic is going to give you the best audio quality. So what I've been using is a wireless lavalier mic, and it just kind of basically allows me to mount it over here via the 1/4 threads that we have here at the side. I actually mount a cold shoe mount. I just kind of screw it in with the 1/4 screw along with the cold shoe mount, and I just go ahead and simply mount on my microphone receiver, and then from there, from the receiver, I go ahead and plug it into the external microphone jack right over here at the side of it. So to continue getting a little bit more familiar with the on-air camera over here, let's go ahead and have a closer look at the back. There's not really much to look at, but you will notice that we do have these little holes, little ventilation for the cooling system. You'll also notice we do also have some additional kind of holes over here. I believe these ones over here might be either for the speaker or for the microphone. I'm not exactly sure, but I know that it does have a speaker as well that basically is going to allow you to play back your videos that you've recorded onto the micro SD card, and you can basically watch your videos on the screen and also monitor the audio by just listening via the built-in speaker as well. So having a closer look over here at the front of the on-air camera, just below the display screen, you'll notice that we do have these 2 little buttons along with the icons. Starting off over here onto the left hand side, you'll notice that this is the power button, which is going to allow us to either power it on or to power it off if you just hold it down for a few seconds. But this power power button is also going to allow us to switch between the different modes. Just over here to the right hand side at the bottom of the display screen, this is basically the shutter button. This is what's going to allow you to enable to start recording or to stop recording. So guys, some additional features about the on-air camera. This camera does feature an EIS, which is electronic image stabilization, and we can go ahead and toggle that either on or off within the menu settings, and you don't actually need to dive in deep into the menu settings. You can actually just do that right over here on the display screen, because I did not mention to you guys, this display screen is also touchscreen, and we do have a few icons on the touchscreen right over there when you're filming that you can go and either toggle on and off. For an example, we do have zoom, up to 2x zoom. We do have the option to control the microphone right there onto the display screen without having to go within the menu. And there's a few other ones that we're going to have a closer look at shortly once we go ahead and to power it on. But I just wanted to share with you guys some additional specs and features as far as the auto focus along with the auto exposure. So we do have the option to either use manual exposure or auto exposure. So for an example, we can adjust the shutter speed to either manual shutter speed or automatic shutter speed. We do also have the option for auto white balance or manual white balance, and along with auto ISO or manual ISO, and along with the metering settings. So it does have quite a bit of nice features that you would basically find on a typical DSLR mirrorless camera, for an example, on a professional high end. So it's really nice to see that not everything is just kind of set to auto, but I will say from my experience, just kind of setting everything to auto has been working quite nice, and it just kind of makes things much nice and easier, especially for like a nice small camera like this for vlogging. I don't really want to be too concerned and kind of caught up with all my settings. I just kind of want to leave it to auto focus, auto exposure, auto white balance, and it has been doing a great job. And along with the metering, the EV, you can adjust that to how you want the camera to expose as well. So additionally, at the front of the on-air camera, just to the top left hand side of the display screen, we do have these two tiny small little LED lights. So for an example, when you go ahead and charge the on-air camera with the USB-C connection, you're going to see that it is charging with that red light, and when it is done charging, that red light will basically go ahead and turn green. So now that you know that it is fully charged. So guys, before we go ahead and have a closer look at the menu and settings that we have on the on-air camera, I just wanted to get you guys a little bit more familiar on all the accessories and cables, etc., that come included with the kit, starting off with this USB-A to USB-C cable, which is going to allow us to charge the camera, and along with being able to connect the camera to our PC. So this is the cable right over here that measures approximately 4 to 5 feet or so. So we do also have this little plastic mount over here that has a 1/4-20 thread screw at the top of it, which is going to allow us to mount it to the camera either at the side or the bottom of the camera. And it does look like the bottom mount over here looks like a standard GoPro mounting kit, hardware kit basically type of a mount. So finally, we do have this nice soft material little protective little case, little pouch that's going to allow us to put the on-air camera inside when we're not using it, just to kind of keep it protective. It is super soft. It does fit it nice. We could put the cable or other little small attachments into here and just kind of fit it into our pocket. So overall, I'm kind of impressed with that we do have somewhere to kind of keep it protective, the screen and along with the lens. So just to give you guys an idea on how small and compact the on-air camera is, you can see that it just fits in the palm of my hand. I can comfortably film in a selfie mode over here. I can go ahead and turn around the camera and I can film something else. I can film vertically, I can film horizontally, and overall I'm pretty much ready to rock. This is nice and small and compact, lightweight, fit in your pocket, nice and easy to travel with. Alright guys, so now that you're a little bit more familiar with the on-air camera, let's go ahead and power it on. So I'm just going to go ahead and press and hold the power button for about 2 or 3 seconds or so. You're going to see that it's going to take another few seconds for it to go ahead and power on. And bang, I'm ready to rock. I can see whatever is over there, and for an example, if I want to see myself, I'm just going to turn around the camera. So currently right now I have it set to film horizontally. That's what it looks like I was filming with last. So let's go ahead and turn this camera horizontally, selfie mode. Why don't I go ahead and give you guys an example right here. So let's go ahead and press record. I'm filming at 4K 30 frames per second. So bang bang, mic check, mic check. This is the built-in microphone on the on-air camera. I'm actually using the internal microphone right now. This is the front camera microphone that you guys are listening to, and I'm filming at 4K 30 frames per second at high bit rate. That's actually something that I forgot to mention to you guys, that we can actually choose a standard bit rate or high bit rate. So it's really nice to see that we do have all of these options. So this is what it's looking like: auto exposure, auto white balance, and overall this is how the video looks. 4K 30 frames per second, high bitrate, recording right to the SD card. So let me know what you guys think. Okay, so I just switched the aspect ratio from 16:9 landscape to now by 9:16. So let's go ahead and start recording right now, do a quick little test. Alright guys, so here we are with the Aicoco camera. This is an audio test along with the video test. I'm using it in selfie mode in the portrait at 4K 30 frames per second, high bitrate, H.265. I actually do not have the image stabilization on right now, and I am using the front microphone. The zoom is zoomed all the way out, so this is basically the widest, for an example, at arm's reach away. I'm going to go ahead and do some zooming right now just to give you guys an idea. Let's go ahead and tap the zoom button, and I'm going to scroll all the way over to 2x zoom. So this is 2x zoom right over here. This is what it is looking like. Let's go ahead and zoom it back out just to give you guys an idea. So again, auto exposure, auto white balance, auto everything. This is auto everything. This is what it looks like. I'm not really doing anything. Just kind of set it, forget it, press record, and away you go. So there you go, guys. A quick little audio test and video test with the OnAir camera. This is what it looks like. This is what it sounds like. Let me know down in the comment section down below what you guys think. So guys, now that you're a little bit more familiar with the OnAir camera, a bunch of the specs and features and how it operates, etc., why don't we go ahead and have a closer look at the menu and settings so you guys can get a little bit more familiar on the options and settings that we have available to us. Well guys, it looks like we reached that time of the video to give you my overall thoughts and opinion and review about the on-air camera. If you guys cannot tell already, I'm definitely impressed with the small wireless camera over here. The built-in SD card, we can do the recording, we can do live streaming, we can use it as a webcam, 4K, 30 frames per second, vertical, horizontal, built-in image stabilization, the auto exposure, auto focus, auto white balance, and the fact that we can hot swap the batteries without even stopping our live stream or recording. Fantastic feature. I feel that it is reasonably priced. It does have a bunch of nice settings and features that we can go ahead and control. The touchscreen, we can view back our recorded videos right here onto the screen along with monitoring the audio. It has the built-in microphone. The swivel of the lens is fantastic. I really do like that idea. And I will say the durability quality of the product, it is made out of plastic, but it does seem very durable. I'm not going to recommend to obviously drop it, but you know, just want to take care of it. It comes with that protective bag. It comes with the cable included. Overall, I really have been enjoying using it. I do feel like the footage may be a little bit over sharpened, but I think that may be something that you can do in post-production. In your editing stage, you might be able to adjust it if you need to. So overall, at H.265, H.264, the high bit rate, the standard bit rate, even 1080p at 60 frames per second, those are all great features that are all built in over here onto this camera. And not only can we live stream, as I mentioned, to one social media platform, we can do it to multi-platforms all at the same time. And again, they do have the Aicoco app that's going to allow us to connect to this camera and actually preview the video on what we are seeing, and also connect to our social media platforms and start the live stream. So guys, if there's anything that I missed in this video, or if you guys do have any comments or questions, let me know down in the comment section down below. I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you guys have learned something along the way, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Till next time, peace.